Hi folks, I think I am finally live. I'm making sure I don't go up twice. I'm having a nightmare with this at home. I think I'll have to do our Q&As from the shop in future. But welcome to the first live Q&A. Let me know if you are there. I can't see anyone there at the minute. There's one viewer. Okay, so it's short and sweet. The tap to invite a member, no. Hi Barbara. Hi, how are you? Hi Max. Okay, so here's our first live Q&A. And the question tonight is from Joe Taylor, and it is about the glue you use for decoupage. So, just making sure this didn't come up twice. So, I was asked which was the best glue. Was it PVA or Mod Podge? But actually you have three choices. You have cheapest chips, PVA white glue, you have Mod Podge, and you also have Decoupage glue. So, just checking this. So, let's go through them. So the first one, the cheapest chips, PVA, right? That is your cheapest and most easily available. The downside of that is it's very, very thick. And if you are decoupaging with napkins, you will find it quite hard to decoupage with napkins with thick PVA glue. So when I was teaching decoupage at first, I used to water it down. Just make sure you don't water it down too much, because then you can, you'll just put too much water content in, it'll soak into the napkin and it'll all turn to mush. Now, if you're not using napkins, if you're decoupaging with decoupage paper, with rice paper, with magazines, with any of that, anything wallpaper, anything a bit thicker, your PVA glue is absolutely fine. It's just a little bit thick for napkins. That's your first one. Your second one then is Mod Podge. Absolutely perfect. You can use Mod Podge for thin or thick decoupage, but it's a lot more expensive. Hi Laura, hi Diane. So it's a lot more expensive. I think when I had it, it was between 10 and 12 euro, but it does have a varnish in it as well. And it comes in an outdoor Mod Podge. You can get a dishwasher proof Mod Podge. So if you were doing glasses or whatever. So there is a lot of variety in that, but it is a lot more expensive. Then the third choice you have when using for decoupage is decoupage glue. And when I first found that had everything in it. It wasn't too expensive. It goes from something like €3.50 to €10, depending on the size that you buy. And it is the perfect consistency for napkins. You don't have to be mixing it with water. Usually comes in a squeezy bottle that you can squeeze out onto your napkin. It also is fine for decoupage papers, rice papers, or the thick ones. So there's your three choices. So what is the best one? My preference is the decoupage glue. But for years I used the white PVA glue that I watered down. You can use all three is the answer. Just be aware of the differences. And if you're using it for napkins, make sure if you're using the white glue that you water it down a little bit, because it's just too thick. You have to remember this little napkin is so thin by the time you take off the other layers. So water it down and it'll be fine. Does anybody have any questions about that? Your three choices: PVA, white glue, cheapest chips, Mod Podge, or decoupage glue. They're your three choices. They all work, but they're all slightly different and they're all different prices. So has anybody else any questions before I leave this? Hi Bernie. Hi Aoife. No questions. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. This Q&A is quick, to the point, answer the question. In future, I will let you know earlier on what the subject is so that you can have your questions ready when you come in. The reason for that is I don't want these Q&As to be long. I'm putting these on a file so that you can come back and look at these anytime you want. Hi Marie darling, how are you? So you can come back to the file, and new people to the group can come in and look at it any time, see the title of the Q&A and pop on it. But they don't want 15-20 minutes. No one has that. I only want to keep this to about a 5-minute Q&A. So in future I'll let you know. As I say, I might do it earlier on from the shop because I've had a bit of a nightmare with the internet here at home. But I hope you enjoyed it. That's our live Q&A for tonight. Now I'm going off to watch Love Island. Talk to you.